You know, we gotta stop doing as a boxing community. We gotta stop saying that boxers aren't fighting nobody. I can understand if you don't really follow the sport like that, you might be a casual. I'm not too much farther from a casual. I would consider myself an enthusiast because I'm not analyzing every single thing, but I pay attention. And, I do have some knowledge, more knowledge than most people. But yeah, like certain fighters is like, people don't understand that you have to build these fighters up. As a promoter, you're not going to throw your fighter right into the fire, because what happens is they may lose, then their stock comes down. We've seen it happen with Jared Anderson against McCauley, Emma Williams when he went against Shiraz. Like, you have to build them up, and then you get them a belt or something. You get their name up, let them make some money, and then you say, okay, let's see what you got. Then the Clarissa Shields thing, I don't understand. I will never understand for the life of me. Clarissa is fighting anybody she can. I don't agree that she hasn't fought anybody. I do think she should fight. I don't know. They're in talks. They're not in talks, but there's been some rumbling about her and Michaela Mayer, maybe Katie Taylor, if one of them moves up, or if they do it at a catch weight. Like, I would love to see that, but Clarissa is fighting who she can at her weight. Like, she fought Savannah Marshall. People had Savannah Marshall beating her. She didn't demolish her, but she won that fight pretty comfortably. We seen her beat Lonnie Daniels comfortably, who just beat Shadesha Green, by the way, who people thought they thought that was going to be a good fight between Green and Clarissa, but like Clarissa is undisputed for a reason. She calls herself the GOAT for a reason. Like Franchon Cruz, she was not a bum. She's undisputed in her weight class. Handled her not once but twice, convincingly. Like, Clarissa is fighting who she needs to fight. The Boots, Jerron Boots Ennis. The thing with him is, I believe he's fighting who he's fighting at the moment too. And to my earlier point, like, you have to build him up. Like, and I think he was fighting people. Like, the Lipinets, he was brought up in weight, okay, you can say that, but Lipinets wasn't no pushover. I remember he beat Lamont Peterson, who was at 140. Like, he beat a couple chains. Lipinets was solid, and Boots demolished him. Delorme was okay. He wasn't, like, top of the line, but he wasn't a pushover. Who else? Karen wasn't a pushover. And then what he did to Staniosis, everybody thought that, oh, Staniosis is going to get him. This is the fight to show what Boots is. Then Boots demolish him. Now what everybody say, oh my God, Boots ain't fighting nobody. He wasn't nobody. Like, come on, we not about to diminish Monte Staniotis because it was Boots this way. And another thing, what people don't understand is, around the time when Boots was 20-0, when they was looking for him to have them elite fights at welterweight, you still had Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence in the mix, who had all the belts, by the way. Like, they were trying to get that fight made for the longest when Boots was coming up. So it was like, who was Boots going to fight? I don't think he wasn't going to fight Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is from Philly. I don't think that was ever a possible fight. Sean Porter was on his way out. Keith Thurman was inactive. Pacquiao was basically on his way out. Ugas did have a belt at the time before the Spence took it, but I don't think that was ever a real possibility. He was looking for the Spence fight after he won a belt. But yeah, like, the belts were tied up. There was really nobody you could put Boots in there with at that moment. Now, right now, yes, it's the time. That's why you see him pushing for those fights. That's why you see him trying to push for the Ortiz fight, which didn't happen, unfortunately. But he's fighting Zayas. Like, he has that path now where you can put him in with the champions. He's built up. There's no more tune-ups, what people say. But yeah, man, we gotta stop saying that these boxers are not fighting nobody. I don't agree with that. There are points and times where we looking at people and we say, okay, I want them to fight. Like, I do want to see Tank Shakur, Tank Haney. I wouldn't mind a Tank and Ryan rematch. But other than that, like, you got to build these fighters up. As a promoter, if I was a promoter, I'm not about to say, oh, you 15-0, you knocking everybody out. Let me just throw you out there. Like, no, I'm going to get you a belt first. I'm going to get you some money. You got to protect your investment. It's a business at the end of the day. I think people forget that boxing is a business. But that's my 2 cents I wanted to give real quick.